What's up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel on this Sunday morning, the Iceman V2013 channel. It is Football Sunday. I think the biggest game right now in the NFL today, for this Sunday, is the 49ers and the Cowboys. I think this has big implications. Even though it is the first game of the season, it's just going to show us where the Cowboys and 49ers, what maybe their season's going to become. I know the Patriots play the Dolphins in Miami today. The thing of it is, you want to beat your team that's within your conference because at the end of the year, this can make all the difference in the world. So, anyway, again, I think the biggest game today, in my eyes, is the 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys, which should be a phenomenal football game. So, okay. There are news reports out there that the WWE has in mind for starting possibly next year into 2016. They're going to change their gimmick pay-per-views. Now, we all know, we have the Elimination Chamber, which is one of my favorites, of course. Would you call Extreme Rules a gimmick pay-per-view? Not really. Money in the Bank, yes, because you have the Money in the Bank briefcase one. But, it was more interesting and fun to watch when you had the two separate brands, so you had two Money in the Bank briefcases, which now we don't have. Also, we have Night of Champions, which Night of Champions, to me, they can change that. Because it used to be where you had all champions on the card. Be quite honest with you, with the belts that they have, you don't have enough to fill out the card. So if they were going to decide to do away with Night of Champions, by all means. Also, Hell in the Cell, which was a pay-per-view, which, featured all matches within the cage, which we don't see anymore either. Now, I think, you still have tables, ladders, and chairs, TLC. I think that's one pay-per-view they ought to keep. One of the mainstays from the original 4 Survivor Series, I know they'll never get rid of, but this has totally gone away from its whole concept when it was first incepted. I think Survivor Series should go. Now, with all that being said, the WWE is talking about replacing these named pay-per-views with what used to be in the past. This is where I have a problem. Why go back in the past and bring back maybe Unforgiven or Armageddon or whatever? Why not come up with a brand new concept if you're going to get rid of these gimmick pay-per-views? In my eyes, I do believe that WWE is going to make some changes somewhere down the road. It'll probably be a slow transition, but I also honestly do believe the WWE, in doing so, is going to up the price for the WWE Network. And I think this is what it's all about. The WWE is looking for excuses to up the ante, to have people pay a little bit more for the network and get more income coming in. So, with all that being said, as I just said, if you're going to up the network price, and if that is your plan, then you need to come up with new pay-per-view concepts. I think Survivor Series, in my eyes, for the longest time, has been totally overrated. It's gone away from the original concept of having teams go up against teams. You will see maybe one set of teams going against each other, but it's not like it used to be. And to be quite honest with you, I never thought the Survivor Series concept was all that great anyhow. I did like the name Survivor Series, but the concept in itself wasn't all that good. TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs, I like just for the simple fact that you can have a number of different matches on that pay-per-view. Some could have a tables match. Some could have a ladders match. Others could just have, where it comes to the point where you could use anything, tables, ladders, or chairs, or whatever. So I like that concept, and I like that concept for the fact that it is the last pay-per-view of the year going into the Royal Rumble. Money in the Bank, like I said, the concept was great when you had the two brands. Uh, but other than having the one Money in the Bank briefcase match, all you have is other either title matches or one-on-one matches, which is just pretty much like any other pay-per-view. And Elimination Chamber, I always liked, but then again, we used to have it with the two brands. I still like Elimination Chamber because you can combine, basically all the stars from SmackDown and Raw, which interchange anyhow, and you have more of a variety of contestants or opponents, so to speak, that could be in the chamber match. What they could do instead of getting rid of the chamber match could be add additional, opponents to the chamber. Instead of having their 6, they could add like 8 or 10, which could make this a lot more interesting. But then again, it is the WWE. I, you know, I can understand why they may want to change up, but if you're going to change up and have in mind upping the WWE Network price after not even being out, well, at this point in time, they're not even out a year. But by 2015, going into 2016, it could be well over a year and a half in the making, in the process, in actuality. And I know that the price of $9.99 would never end up staying that price anyhow. So, there you have it. This is just something that the WWE has been talking about, and it's unfortunate. What I think the WWE needs to do right now is really start pushing, and pushing the younger guys. You need to do that. I did a video on my other channel. John Cena does have a serious shoulder injury, which he's not showing on air. The WWE knows about it. They have made moves to try to protect Cena. Cena is a very stubborn person. I honestly believe John will do whatever he can to compete in the WWE ring because this is John Cena's life. He's here for his WWE fans, and it's unfortunate because they have to be careful with how they use him, and John Cena also has to be careful what he does within the squared circle because this injury is so substantial that on any given night it could end John Cena's career. To me that is like the biggest devastating blow for me as a WWE fan, being a John Cena fan since his early days of 2002. I really, to watch WWE TV without John Cena, I can't express how I'd feel because I don't know until it actually happens. There are no backups for who would be the face of the WWE company. Clearly, in my mind, a very babyface Randy Orton would be my next choice. Whether that would happen or not remains to be seen because Randy has been face and heel so many times on and off in his career. I think it would be very tough to put somebody new in that position. But let's hope we don't have to worry about this anytime soon. The WWE, Triple H, Vince McMahon, all involved are trying to deal with this situation with John Cena. But only John Cena could really give us the answer to all this. We'll probably see less of John Cena maybe on TV as far as wrestling goes. He'll cut his promos. He'll do his pay-per-views. I'd be very surprised to see John Cena do a lot of things that he's done in the past on the pay-per-views. But then again, John Cena, we all know John Cena. He's in the limelight. He's going to produce to the best of his ability. He's a very stubborn person. And like he said, you know, if I'm in the WWE and I don't think about the title, then I shouldn't be here. So this is the Iceman on this Sunday, this NFL Sunday. Peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great Sunday, and we'll see you all next time.